This is an issue as the Boston Celtics fall again to the Atlanta Hawks, 123-122 in overtime, in a loss that they easily could have won if they fixed some problems. The rebounding was not great. The boxing out was not great. And even though DeJounte Murray had 40 points and a career high, he took over 30 shots. So that was not the main issue. We're going to be looking at this Boston Celtics squad and what could be some issues as we get closer to the postseason. Welcome back to this episode of Celtics Digest. I'm Bruce Veliz. If you guys missed it, we just had a watch-along live stream. Had the most viewers and 30 people joining us at one moment, which was absolutely fantastic. So if you guys want to stay up to date on daily Boston Celtics content and coverage, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, check us out in the live streams, check us out in the Discord and the Twitter, and the links will be posted down below. But without further ado, let's dive into this, as this needs to change. And we saw this with the Boston Celtics in their last matchup versus the Atlanta Hawks on Monday and tonight. Just some very, very disappointing sights on the defensive side. Now, obviously, in that game on Monday, the Boston Celtics came out, scored pretty well in the first quarter, had 44 points. It looked like it was going to be a breeze. The Celtics looked like they had a 2-game rest versus the Hawks. But then they fell asleep on the offensive side. The defense started playing a little lackadaisical, and the Hawks were just beating down the Boston Celtics, outscoring them, and fought for a nitty-gritty win. Now, obviously, kind of weird, but the Hawks played a game last night versus the Blazers, played again tonight, while the Celtics relaxed with their heads reclined like this, feet up in the air, waiting in Atlanta for this team to get ready for them. So you would expect the Boston Celtics come out here with a fiery punch. You'd expect Derrick White, Jrue Holiday, who were locked in for the Boston Celtics, to pump this team up. You'd expect JC, JB be ready to go, Kristaps, Porzingis be ready to do this and win the game for the Celtics. And they just could not get it done with small inconsistencies. Yes, the offense was there. We hit some big time shots. There were some great scores tonight that came through for the Boston Celtics, but the main problem with this squad was the defense. The defense was very lackadaisical, looked like it was taking some sleeper breaks, not switching at some point, sticking through screens where the Hawks were able to get some wide open threes, not transitioning well, not boxing out. And then we saw late in the game with the offensive side, again, not really in overtime, but in the fourth quarter, standing still as Jayson Tatum goes to control the offense like he did on Monday night, and it came out with the same outcome as the Celtics fall short. Again, we want to look and dive in. Look at the team stats here for the Celtics. Shot better than they did, 48%, 39% from three-point range. Shot pretty decent from the free throw as well at 86%, but look at those rebounds. Out-rebounded by 10 to this Atlanta Hawks team. 8 more offensive rebounds. Now I know the Celtics are top 3 in defensive rebound rating. This is not something that happens. But golly, the offensive rebounding has been a problem, something that I use as a key focal point for the Celtics squad tonight. And yes, there was no Al Horford. There was no Xavier Tillman for a point of the second half because he got hit in the face. But come on, Luke Kornet. Come on, Kristaps Porzingis. Box these guys out. Make sure Clint Capella ain't getting those rebounds over your head. He's shooting shots over your head. Clint Capella had a double-double at halftime. What are we doing? Play good defense. Box Clint Capella out. Box him out. He's not a top 3 center in the NBA. We can control him. Put JB on him. Let him lock him up. Just absolutely ridiculous here. Boston Celtics, 1 more total turnover. And look at the fast break points. 27-2. The Boston Celtics were getting, when they got those defensive rebounds, just looked, oh, there's a guy down the court. Let me give the ball full court pass. Easy 2-on-1 layup. Easy 2-on pass and layup. It was so easy for them to score on those transition points because the Hawks' transition defense is awful. And we still couldn't get it done. If we got 5, maybe 10 more rebounds, we would have seen overtime. Because the Celtics would have just went, bloop. Oh, he's wide open down the court. And then Payton, Pritchard, easy little and one finish. Little pass, wide open 3. But no, can't do that. Late fourth quarter, they tried their best. Kristaps Porzingis did a better job on it. But golly, come on. Then we saw late game, Jayson Tatum, tween, ISO, tween. Didn't work. It doesn't work. Come on, guys. And again, I don't want to hear no, this person's not clutch, that person's not clutch, because JB absolutely came up huge for the Boston Celtics late game. Got a huge stop on DeJounte Murray late in the game. Then hit that big-time shot to take the lead. And Jrue Holiday did his best job guarding DeJounte Murray tonight. On the switches, on the screens, fighting through them, trying to come back. Unfortunately, DeJounte Murray hits that last shot with 0.1 second remaining. I'm not going to critique him on that. That was a tough shot. But again, DeJounte Murray had 40 points on 30 shots. The Celtics did perfectly fine. The only one fighting through screens and helping back was Derrick White. That was the only player that I saw get beat by a screen and come back running around and block DeJounte Murray with a big swat. No one else was doing that. No one else. We want to look at the team stats here. Jayson Tatum, 31 points, 13 rebounds, total of 6 assists, 9 for 22 from the field, 2 for 7 from 3, but 11 for 13 from the free throw. Big step up in that free throw. Kristaps Porzingis had 19 points in the first half, finished with 20. 7 boards, 2 assists, and 3 blocks, helping on the defensive side a little bit, but again, 2 for 7 from that three-point range. Only attempted 1 3 in the second half, but was 2 for 6 from three-point range, just firing them up, chucking them up. Kristaps, you're our point scorer. You're our post-up guy. What are you doing on the three-point line playing 5 out? What is going on? Get down low. 11 out of your 13 points before you hit that second three were all down low. What are we doing? Why are we chucking these threes up? Derrick White, the hot hand, 5 for 6 from three-point range, 22 points, 7 rebounds. Again, 5 assists, did nothing wrong for the Boston Celtics. Jrue Holiday helped out on the defensive side, hit some big-time shots, 13 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, doing his all intangibles. And Jaylen Brown, very quiet, 18 points, not the greatest on the offensive side, but 50% from the field, no big-time threes, 4 assists, 1 rebound, and 2 steals, 2 blocks. Helped out on the defensive side tremendously. He was the guy that tonight, his shot was 50%. He was attacking at the rim, but the Celtics were looking for threes, looking for that outside shot. And JB hit some tough mid-ranges late in the game for the Boston Celtics, kept us alive, definitely did his own. But again, said, if you're not going to play me the ball, if I'm not going to get looked at, if Kristaps is going to be chucking these threes, if Jayson Tatum is going to be taking, 22 shots, double of anybody on the Boston Celtics starting lineup, then I'm just going to play some good hard defense, get my steals, get my blocks, and he did that right. Definitely deserving of an all-defensive team here. Want to look at the bench, like I mentioned. Tillman got 9 minutes, got poked in the eye, played pretty solid on the defensive side. Sam Hauser, 3 for 6 from the field. Started off the first half with 0 points and 4 assists. But, hit some big-time threes for the Boston Celtics. Went 2 for 4 from the field for 50%. Love to see it. Kornet tried his best helping out on the rebound side with 3 points. But, again, could not box out Bruno Fernando. And Payton Pritchard, a guy who's been on a little bit of a heater for the Boston Celtics last couple of games. Quiet night tonight. Only 4 total points. We want to look at the Atlanta Hawks. DeAndre Hunter has been big shot Bob for them. Hit that big-time three for them. Shot 50% from the field. 5 for 9 from three-point range. 50%, 8 for 16 with 21 points and 13 rebounds. Yet the Boston Celtics didn't want to guard him at the three-point lane range. Jayson Tatum guarded him maybe once or twice. Got a big-time block when he did, but they're just going to let him chuck threes. We're just going to let him get those open shots. Second half, they woke up. Second half, they tried to stop him, but first half just was firing away. Clint Capella, like I mentioned, 12 and 12. Had a double-double in the first half. Was stopped a little bit in the second half, but there's no way in hell that Clint Capella should be getting 10 rebounds in the first half on the Boston Celtics. If that's you, Kristaps Porzingis, if that's you, Luke Kornet, box him out. Joe Mazzulla, tell him, box him out. Throw Brissett out there. Box him out. Just absolutely ridiculous. I know we had no Horford. I know Tillman wasn't used. We don't have those big physical bodies, but come on. Brogdon had a big game, 9 for 19 from the field, 2 for 8 from three-point range with 7 rebounds and 5 assists. And like I mentioned, DeJounte Murray had 44 shots with 44 points. 19 threes and hit 6 of them. He was shot chucking, but man, oh man, 44 points. The Celtics did their best to contain him, but you can't get mad at that because 44 shots for 44 points isn't that big of a swing. He should have had 80, maybe even close to 100 for the fact that he was attempting. The bench for them didn't really show up well. Garrison Matthews hit some shots. Wesley Matthews played some good defense, but golly, there are some issues here. We need to practice rebounding. We need to practice boxing out. We need to harp on that. Free throws has been an issue as well, but not tonight. But focus on the fundamentals. Kristaps Porzingis, Luke Kornet. It's Clint Capella. It's Bruno Fernando. Take your body, take your right leg, wrap it around him, and stand there and use your muscles. You're 7'3", you're 7'1". Yes, they're a little bit bigger. Yes, they're a little bit muscular. Use your body. Use your wingspan. Clint Capella is shooting over you, Kristaps Porzingis. Why are we not attacking him down low? Why are we trying to get mismatches on the three-point range if they're not falling? Why are we doing that? Use your body, use the tools that you have, and score in your effective way of scoring. They got a lot of foul plays from Jayson Tatum getting to the rack, but Jayson Tatum was getting lazy defensive possessions by the Atlanta Hawks where they had to stack 2 to go foul him to try to get a stop. Like, absolutely ridiculous. Let us know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Again, another brutal loss. Celtics looking for revenge again versus the Pelicans, a team that also dominates in the paint with Zion Williamson. So we'll have to wait and see. Will the Celtics come out with their big bodies and be ready to go, or are we going to let Kristaps, Porzingis, and Luke Kornet get bodied by a guy in Zion Williamson? Al Horford needs to play. Al Horford needs to be on that assignment. Al Horford, they're going to say, you guard Zion. Do not let him touch the paint. Don't let him do anything because, golly, I know it's a 2-game losing streak. It's nothing to freak out. It's nothing to overreact. It's nothing to say, oh, the Celtics are frauds. None of that. We can lose games, but the fact that we could have won this game and had this game in our hands if we boxed out, played harder on defense, and just tried to stop Clint Capella, tried to stop Bruno Fernando, just pulled down a rebound. We pull 4 or 5 more rebounds. We get so many more extra points on transition. We got so many points on transition. 27 points on transition from good steals, good hustle defense, because this Hawks defense is terrible in transition. But we just couldn't get the capitalization to get it done. Lastly, before we leave it off, we got the comment of the day. As you guys all know, leave us down what your thoughts are down below in the comment section so you can be picked for the comment of the day. Today's comment of the day is from our guy, Dave Cornell, 5571, saying, so relieved to hear that Holiday is back at practice and close to ready. Like I mentioned, we released a poll today talking about if Jrue Holiday would be ready to go. 60% of you guys said no. You thought Jrue Holiday was going to get some rest tonight, but no. He got that game tonight. Let's look back at his stats. 5 for 11 from the field, 3 for 6 from 3, 50%. 7 total rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 13 points. Again, fantastic game from Holiday, a guy who's very, very unselfish with the ball. Made sure to get his reads. Hit some big-time threes as well for the Boston Celtics. Hit one in the corner that was very, very big. Hit another one in transition to give the Celtics a lead when they were going back and forth. Truly was finding his rhythm. Fit right back in. Shoulder didn't look like it was bothering him at all. I don't know what these reports were with him being out indefinitely, having him, sidelined for multiple weeks, making it seem like that. But, man, oh, man. He's been ready to go. He's totally fine. He's back on the defensive side. Him and Derrick White looked great setting up the offense. Unfortunately, the Celtics could not get it done as they fall in overtime, but they'll look to bounce back. Versus the Pelicans, they got a tough schedule in the next couple of days. They got the Pelicans, Thunder, and Kings in their 3 of next 4. 3 tough Western Conference opponents, and after getting on a 2-game skid against the Atlanta Hawks, we need those as bounce-back games. Like I said, let me know your thoughts and comments down below in the description, down below in the comment section, as I always appreciate it. Check out the links down below as well in the Twitter and Discord if you guys would like to join and interact more. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.